the sound is working. You might test. Right, okay, so we're about to draw the wheel. So this is for player 1, match 1. Let's make the first draw. Away we go. This is match 1, player 1. Matches are start from Thursday, by the way. Well, Thursday is the official day. Mike Mora is the first player to go on the board. So Mike Mora is the player 1 in match 1. And now we're going to draw his opponent, match 1, player 2. So this is who Mike Mora will play on Thursday. And it looks like it's Mohammed Farsi. Yeah, Mohammed Farsi is Mike Mora's opponent in match 1. There we go. So Mike Mora will play Mohammed Farsi in match 1 on Thursday, 1st to 6. Let's go on now to match 2. Match 2, player 1. Let's make that draw. Nikos Gerolias is player 2. Match 1, and let's see who his opponent will be. So this is for who will play Nikos Gerolias, who's the firm favourite, by the way, in match 2, quarterfinal 2. And it looks like it's Carlos Maravilla. It is. And I don't think Carlos will be looking forward to that. He played Nikos last time, if my memory is correct, and gave a good effort. So this is going to be an extremely difficult task for Carlos to get into the semi-final. So that's the confirmation there. Mike Mora will play Mohammed Farsi, match 1. Nikos Gerlaios will play Carlos Maravilla in match 2. Let's go on now to match 3. Let's make the draws. This is for quarter-final 3, player 1. And quarter-final 3, player 1 is Mushtaq Ahmed, it seems. So he goes into quarter-final 3, and let's see who his opponent will be. So this is for who will play Mushtaq Ahmed. And it looks like it's Rafael Hagen. It is. So Rafael Hagen goes into quarterfinal 3, playing Mushtaq Ahmed, and so we know the makeup of quarterfinal 4. It will be Ronnie Temple versus Chris Stedman, but let's just see who will get break off, who will be player 1 and have that advantage of the break off first. Can be a slight advantage to a player to control the first frame and potentially control the match should he have a good strategy for a frame where he's breaking off. So Chris Stedman, it looks like, will be player 1. Just waiting for it to confirm. That's right. So Chris Stedman is player 1 in quarterfinal 4, and Ronnie Temple is the player he will play in quarterfinal 4. So that's the lineup. Now I'm going to do a draw to determine whether this is the fixed. These are fixed brackets, because I haven't mentioned that at the beginning before I did the draw. I noticed that while I was doing it, whether these will continue into the semi-final or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a draw on whether it's fixed brackets, so whether the draw that I've just made will carry on into the semi-final based on quarterfinal 1 playing quarterfinal 2 the semi-final and quarterfinal 3 playing 4. So that is called fixed brackets, or whether I will do another random draw to determine the semi-final. So I'm just going to do a draw on what that will be, just because I didn't mention it at the beginning, and so it's not seen as though I've been influenced by the results of the draw. So I'm just going to set that up now. Won't be a second. Excuse me. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so there we have that. So it's either random draw or fixed draw for the semi-final. So let me just change the title of that. I'll put semi-final format. Okay, so this is semi-final format, so this will decide whether the quarter-final draw will continue into the semi-final based on where they are on the bracket. So whether quarter-final 1 will play quarter-final 2 and 3 will play 4, or whether we will have another random draw because that wasn't decided at the beginning. So let's make that spin. So this is to decide whether it's fixed bracket or whether there'll be another random draw in the semi-final. So let's make that draw. Looks like it's a fixed bracket. There you go. So that means that this draw here, that hopefully you can see, will continue into the quarterfinals. So the winner of Mike Mora and Mohamed Fawzi will play the winner of Nikos Gerilus and Carlos Maravilla, and the winner of Mushtaq Ahmed or Rafat Elhagen will play the winner of Chris Stedman and Ronnie Temple, and the winner of those will go into the final. So that basically finishes our draw. What I'm going to do now is just clarify that games are officially due to be played on Thursday. So that is the 31st at 10 o'clock. It's first to 6, so the format in terms of playing, so first to 6 is potentially 11 frames of snooker, which would technically be 5.5 hours of play in one session. So it's not expected that a player can play all that time. You are quite welcome to play the whole match if you wish, but the basic rules are that you must play at least a minimum of 6 frames, and then after that you must give an advance warning if you want the session to stop. So you can continue after 6 frames, but after every frame after that you must confirm whether after the next frame you're playing whether you're going to stop or not. Providing players agree, obviously that's the main thing, that both players are happy with the situation, and that's it. So these will be on Thursday at 10 o'clock. If you are both free, you know now who you're playing. If you're both free tonight or whatever, there is a match between Mike Mora and Russell Maguire, which is due to play, which is for a tournament in the past, the Gibraltar Open 3rd place playoff. That is set to be played on Wednesday at 10 o'clock. So providing you avoid any scheduled matches, you're quite happy to start your match now. I think with these long formats, the obviously we just give as much time in order to make sure that the tournament finishes where possible. But it must be at 10 o'clock, unless there's absolutely no way or emergency where for whatever reason that player can't play near the deadline. So that's the draw. Thank you for watching and good luck to all players.